Okay, guys, we're back with five things we learned. Manchester United 3, Burnley 0. That was a cracking game. And look, number one, I just want to remind you guys, football is getting to another level of primitivity. I mean, I've been watching videos on YouTube and also on national TV in the UK, and people are like saying, "Oh, are Manchester United celebrating for winning just Burnley? Why are they so happy?" Let me tell you something. You know what? I've seen games where Real Madrid celebrates for winning in the last minute against a Division Two side. It's normal. It's football. I think football is losing that essence. To be honest, football has to be. There's just too much money is destroying football. Football is a passionate game, so that's why people pay to go. They go for that entertainment, that surprise, that unpredictability, my friends. So yeah, if we learn something, we learn that football is back. Football is back. A league becomes very interesting when a smaller team can give a bigger team a game, like what Burnley did. So there are two ways of looking at things. I mean, big up to Burnley for giving us such a tough game. At the end of the game, we won it, but that takes me to the second point. It doesn't give us the right to feel we are happy. So number two are United. We really do have a problem in two areas. We have some areas which we need to, but these are not major. I will go for the goalkeeper and the holding midfield. If we Let me just make it clear, if we don't have a holding midfielder now, I mean someone which is if you someone whose job is to control, to be a pivot in the midfield. I can't say that enough. I've said that in my last 10 videos. If we don't have a proper holding midfielder, we will not qualify for Champions League. We might scrap and get a European League Cup because we are not playing any game. We're playing lesser games, but we will not qualify for Champions League. 100%. I know most of you. Last season, I came and said it's a good thing that we are not qualifying for Europe. That we will build. It's a rebuilding season, but guess what? We will not qualify without a holding midfielder. I mean, a proper holding midfielder. We need to solve that issue. I mean, I'm ready to go for a loan for someone who is a specialist holding midfielder, or maybe our holding midfielders, the Ukrainian midfielder, and maybe Casemiro. They can do better. But as of now, I don't see it. So number three, look, Manchester United. I've complained this a lot. You remember when Sesko came into the pitch. The thing is, United needs to, the way Amaral wants to play. We want to play in the flanks. We need to be crossing the ball. We need to make sure our attackers are fed. And yesterday, I would say Sesko had two balls that he headed, and you can see how dangerous he is if he's fed it well with the ball. I think we what I learned is that there are certain players that I don't say undervalue, but I think they will be very important for the season. And one of them is this my countryman here, Mbeumo. I think Burma, because he is not a selfish player. Ahmad is quite selfish. But because Boma is not a selfish player, I think Sesko will gain a lot from it. Because if you see the way Boma goes, it's not about him. This is what we have suffered in Manchester United for years, where players come. Most of you, I remember when we signed Antonio last year, the whole of Facebook, we had players just, I mean, fans just making videos and pictures of Anthony. Most of you think that football it's a game, it's an entertainment, but you think it's a movie where things have to always go the way you want. You need a level of hard work to get results today. I think what has improved a lot for the Premier League is that the lesser teams have invested. They have that power of bringing in top player. What I'm trying to say is that a team that is relegated, who is at the bottom of the Premier League, can give an Italian team a good game. A champion, a top Italian team or a Spanish team can beat them even. That's to show how competitive the Premier League has become in the last 10 years. Yeah, so I think we need to feed our attackers, and that will be good. Another thing is there is an international break now, and there will be no place to hide for Amaron. This is his first full season. He knows his player. He knows what to do, and we understand that he's a young player, a young manager, not very experienced. But there is no time in Manchester United. He knows this. I think this is one of the managers that we have had in a long time that can resign if he wants. So Amaron knows that it's going to be a challenge. I can see the pressure in Amaron when the penalty was taken yesterday. He didn't even watch it because it's just too much. I mean, it's just too much to be a Manchester United manager because of the expectation, even out of nothing. So I think Amaron needs to get the players to play, to move the ball quickly. This is something we saw in the Arsenal game, and we saw it now in Old Trafford. We need to move the ball quickly. I will tell you guys that our next game against Manchester City, it won't be easy for City because that is a home derby. City might or maybe will win the game, but we will give them a game. But the problem we have with Manchester United is that we don't, when we play against lesser teams, the effort is very little, and that's an issue which we need to address as as a team. Then yeah, one of the things I'll say, number four in the game is the injuries that we have. I mean, you have Mount who have, yeah, who came out of injury. You had Kona who came out of injury. I hope it's not a hamstring. I hope it's just a muscles that muscle injuries can take a week or so, and you feel much better. All you need is just relaxation of the muscles, and I think hopefully it's going to be well. It's going to well before the game against City. So these are two very important players. Mount for me has been the revolution of the season. The player which no one was expecting, but has really graphed this season. And Amaron has faith in the player. His energy has come to light, to be honest. And I think he is a better player now because he's gaining that confidence in the Manchester United team. Even though we know Bruno is being played out of position because we don't have a proper CDM. Yeah. Yeah. So if you haven't watched the video, I've just spoken about Manchester United has already, there's a year ago already, a video about Manchester United going for St. Lemons. You can watch it somewhere here. Go to the channel and watch it, and tell me what you think about that accusation, and also Martinez, Emilio Martinez, the Argentina international. But I mean, if we were wondering if we need a goalkeeper, I think the game yesterday just proved that the goalkeeper, having a goalkeeper which is slightly better than what we have, can really play a massive role in the way we express ourselves as a football team going forward. So I just don't know. Honestly, I really don't know. Um, I really don't know how what to do, what to say, but I just think for some reason our goalkeepers have just been zero. We cannot go anywhere with the goalkeepers in which we have, and I'm happy that the board has doubled down on this, and they are going in for two goalkeepers, and hopefully we'll have a holding midfielder, which will be maybe a loan. I don't know. It's hard to say at the moment, but it will depend on our departures. Yes. So five things we learned against this game with Burnley is that United, we have an issue. We are not the top. We are not a top four side at the moment. That's fair. If teams like that are giving, if we are struggling to beat Burnley, if we are going on penalties with Grimsey, we are not. Our season hasn't started. I will start going on the manager after 10 games. So the manager has 7 more games for me to start going on the manager. For those of you who just go on the manager from after a game, well, in this community we respect all opinion, but for me, I think the manager has, I mean, 7 more games in the league for me to start analyzing his performance as a manager this season. So tell me what you think below. Smash a like on the video, guys. Please subscribe. If you click the subscription button, it is free. It helps the community to grow, and it brings in more fans like you. This is so easy. I don't understand what you guys are not doing this, but yeah. So with that all said, guys, talk to you soon. Bye bye.